Almost 19 points a game. Butler averages nearly 24.
Both these teams in the playoffs, if they started today, Pistons unfortunately would be in the 8th spot looking at Cleveland. They don't want that.
Way short, came back to him, no new shot clock. Bulls with another offensive rebound. Butler off glass for the score. Andre against Lopez. Clock at 5, here's the hook and he hits. Pistons 2 for 9, Chicago 2 for 8. Aaron Grant's open, nails it. Harris with a rebound.
It looked like Grant that time was very anxious to post up Ish Smith, but George, that's not an automatic situation. There's a lot of teams.
Butler gets a screen from Lopez and scores. Wow. Coming out of the timeout.
George, their defense is something to marvel at right now because they're telling the Pistons these are the type of shots we're giving you. That was a good one by Ish.
Butler bowls his way inside. They move the ball to Mirotic. He's trouble from the corner and he triples. 10 for Ish. Gets to the paint. Guns on the run and popped out. Tough luck miss. Got the rebound though. Inside and get. Denzel Valentine fires. That won't fall. Felicio follows it up. Rattles it home. Stanley down the lane. Feeds Baines. Aaron Baines.
Became a 3-time champion.
Yeah, better with the Bulls. Carter Williams cross courts to Cameron Payne. Another 3 and it's through. For Chicago. Tobias Harris with a drive and windmills it down.
Nice, nice.
Dynamite dunk. Tobias.
The thing I've noticed about Jimmy Butler tonight, he has not passed.
Lopez against Andre. Back to Butler. A long 3 is through for Jimmy Butler.
He was right there on him.
Kentavious tries on his end, and he knocks it down. 41. Portis from the paint. No. Follows it? Yes.
Man, KCP really was tough on that. He did a nice job against the taller, perhaps even stronger Bobby Portis. But the Pistons couldn't clean up that miss, George. Portis was able to get another opportunity.
8 points, 5 rebounds for Portis. Ish gives to Marcus Morris. He sends it and scores it. Rattled it home.
Still trying to fight out of the hole that was the offensive first quarter when things were really a struggle.
Lopez is open. Very comfortable with that one, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Butler turns it over. A race. Kentavious to Ish. Lopez blocked it, but there was John Lure following it up for the score.
Everybody hustled all the way through.
6.8 to play in the half now. Chicago by only 4. Jaren Grant with a shot. Short. At the buzzer. So, Marcus Morris with a rebound. Reggie with a crossover, and he fires, and he fills it up.
That crossover.
Whoa.
That was a pretty deadly crossover there because it totally eliminated the defense of Grant.
And now, folks, it's a 2-point lead. Chicago led by 14. Needed a hoop and got it from Jaren Grant. Reggie knocks another one down. Look out. So Marcus Morris get hammered. Probably a foul could have been called on the Bulls end too. Here's Andre inside. He hooks and he hits.
Nice. You know, KCP isn't looking to score.
Butler drives. Gives it up. Grant's wide open. Misses. Butler tapped it in. Jimmy Butler has 17.
You know, some teams are built that way. Most teams are not. So if the 3-ball creeps in at the wrong time, it really hurts. The Pistons had a good momentum going there for a while, then took a couple bad shots, and now they're down again. Very intense and very good. And the respect factor's there from the competitor's angle. And that's what I always care.
Play in the third. Chicago leads it by 3. Tobias with a show and go move, gets to the basket, lays it up, plays it in. Johnson all by himself in the corner.
Ooh, that bobble affected his rhythm on that shot wide open.
Valentine to Payne, and he triples. Pistons will take it. Tobias with the drive and the dunk. Second drive and dunk tonight for Tobias. Now we're Anthony Morrow. Shooter with range, checks in for the Bulls. 6 seconds to play in the quarter. Butler, medium range, drains the deuce. Reggie gives to Tobias against Carter Williams. Not big enough to check him. Tobias with a turn and gun, it goes. Pistons 81 from Murray State. Gets the ball back, stops and fires short. Reggie way up to Stanley, lays it up, lays it in. 6'9" and 280. Felicio used it there. Payne with a shot. The bank's open. He has 14.
Good to be lucky.
83-82. Pistons by 1. They're looking for Tobias against Carter Williams. Now Tobias will work him with the baseline. In front to John Lurie. Hooks! He hits. Unselfish play by Tobias Harris.
Maybe he's got a shot, George.
I would agree with that. Our statistician Joey Williamson brought up Ish Smith. He's a strong candidate as well.
Answer the call for the Bulls.
Andre backs on Lopez. Here's the hook, around and down. Pistons 91, Chicago 82. Halfway through the fourth. Chicago's missed his last 5 shots in the face of some pretty good Piston defense. Butler off to Lopez. Now they get one to go. 91-84 Pistons. Reggie to the basket. Count that baby, and a foul. Pistons are up 10. Butler against Reggie, leans and guns off glass, it goes.
That's a heck of a move. A heck of a one-on-one move right there by Butler.
Hung in the air too a little bit, didn't he?
Yep. Looked a little like Michael Jordan there.
Reggie getting around him though, down the lane. Puts it back outside to Contavious. Contavious for 3, and it's through.
And he got 5.
Reggie's pass topside gets away. Grant pokes it ahead to Zipser. Zipser runs it up and in. That was a nice move there.
It sure was.
That's called body control.
Well, what he did, he gave up his advantage, slowing down to get his, I think his vision, George, and then was able to hit a tough shot over the top of the defense.
Reggie draws the foul.
You know, he's been so under control of himself, the action, the tempo, all parts of the game Reggie Jackson has been able to handle in the second half. That's why he's playing so effectively.
Contavious finds Ish. Playing a little 4 corners here. Trying to keep it away. Now Tobias is open. Knocks it down.
Tobias says, I don't mind.
They were down 14 in the first. Still trailed by 4 at the half. We were tied at 79 after 3. But they'll win it going away here. They'll accept the shot clock violation. Bulls inbound the ball. And they'll walk out of the Palace for the final time ever with an L.